Hi, welcome to my newest video. We're going to be doing the Sim Settlements 2, Chapter 3. I haven't even touched Chapter 3 yet. So we're starting off meeting the Ron. I have done Sim Settlements 2 quite a few times. I never gave dialogue on it, of course, but anyone who plays Sim Settlements 2 knows that there are just so many crashes in it. It's just unreal. It doesn't like playing with other mods. So expect crashes because Sim Settlements 2 always crashes with me, always.
Where do you think you're going? You better answer if you want to keep those teeth.
What's with the attitude?
Yeah,
Typical
really.
wastelander. Not showing respect where it's due.
Will you just leave them alone? We're not meant to start trouble with the locals.
Yeah? Well, how do we know this ain't the man we're looking for?
Because she's a woman, Malcolm.
God, you son of a... You got lucky this time, wastelander. I better not see your face again.
Okay, in a little perspective, I just woke up a little bit ago, and actually setting up the videos were quite interesting
Hey,
tonight.
all right. Another new client. Don't be shy now. No need to stay in the waiting room. Come sit your hip self down.
Hi.
All right.
Oh, we crashed. On another note about Sim Settlements 2, I really like it. I enjoy the mod, so I put up with the crashes and such. Oh, and I'm editing as I'm doing this. It just kills two birds with one stone, you know. And I'm okay. Yeah, for you who don't know, all music, well, you might as well say all music is copyrighted, and that's just that. And so, you know. Okay, we're going to meet these guys again. The rain, I think, had something to do with our last crash. So I have a clear bat file to clear the weather.
You just leave them alone.
And I use it
We're
a
not
lot,
meant to
by the
start
way.
trouble with the locals.
Yeah? Well, how do we know this ain't the man we're looking for?
Because she's a woman, Malcolm.
God, you son of a... You got lucky this time, wastelander. I better not see your face again.
I had to find something I wanted to. I have to have inspiration to do this kind of stuff, or it's not going to be done. So I found a video on it. Just wanted to do.
Thanks
So
for
we're
asking.
kind of jumped ahead here in Sim Settlements 2. I did a lot. I have done a lot of videos on Sim Settlements 2 because I play it almost every playthrough. I play it, so I just haven't gotten to chapter 3 yet.
Hey there.
Oh, yeah. I like that look. The kind that says, don't start trouble with me unless you're cruising for a bruising. I can tell you're a chick with her head on straight. The smart, sophisticated type.
My mister is playing Red Dead Redemption, so you might hear his game and such.
Nice to meet a friendly face.
You don't get just a friendly face, my friend. You get the whole package deal.
And my
face,
son's
the
playing a
talent,
game out
the
there, and
unrivaled
I don't think you're going to
resourcefulness.
hear him yelling and
You
screaming.
get
We
the
can, but I don't think you
raw.
can.
I need to ask you something.
Ask
And
away.
if you can't hear
Although I
my
can't
son
chat for too
screaming
long,
and yelling
I'm
at his
expecting-
game, I apologize for his
Hey,
cursing because, boy,
correct
he
me if
lets
I'm
it
wrong,
fly.
But I get the feeling you were sent here by Jake.
What do you know about him?
Oh, Jake? That hound dog's a good guy. One of my best clients. I'm not gonna pretend I understand all this ASAM stuff he's doing, but he's got his reasons, and the Commonwealth's better off for it. Oh, yeah! So, did Jake send you or not?
That's why I'm here.
When you're right, baby! And 9
I
times
like
out
the
of
Ron.
10,
I think
the
he's a
Ron
colorful
is
character.
usually right. Gotta say, I'm surprised to see Jake partner up with someone. Always struck me as the lone wolf kind of guy, you know? But any friend of Jake's is a friend of the Ron.
He doesn't
let's get
seem
down
like
to
a lone
brass
wolf
tacks.
to me at all,
The reason I
that
asked Jake
Jake.
back here was so I could share some information. But since you're his partner, I can tell you the info instead.
Since he is going around talking to people
After
all the time,
running
you
a
know,
business here.
he has to have people around him.
You've got
Or,
my
you know,
attention.
in the game.
Let's hear it.
As Jake tells it, you and he are building up settlements together. Now that's cool and all.
And I'm
Ease off
drinking
the
my
gas
coffee
for a
because
second.
I haven't been up
Have
that
you stopped
long.
to think about the people joining those settlements? After all, it's the people that make a town. And surely you want the best and brightest, right?
Of course.
Huh? But you can't always tell who's hip just by looking. Or can you? You ever heard of a Vigor tester? It's a kind of science machine, cooked up by pre-war nerds. It can measure a person's attributes. Use it
Now,
to
for those
scan
who have
someone,
done
and it
this,
can tell if they're as strong
I'm
as a
not
death
doing
bot
the whole
or as
vault.
weak
I'm
as a
just
kid.
doing
Smart as an
the
AI,
Sim
or
Settlements
as
too,
dumb
and
as a
that's it.
mutant. Pretty rad. A useful device, especially for some cool cat wanting to find the cream of the crop. Just so happens the Ron knows where to find one of these Vigor testers. And I'm willing to tell you where it is.
You know, I'm going to test
need
to
for
see if
interrogation techniques,
his
Cyberpunk.
game is
Ron
taken
is
over
more than willing to spill
this
the beans.
sec.
However, there is a small matter of payment for this information. 300 caps. Sound fair?
I don't pay for
Any
anything if I
chance
don't have
can
to.
Get it for free?
Well,
But I also
suppose
don't
there'd
steal
be
in the game.
no
I try
harm
not to
in
anyway.
Giving you a free sample of the comprehensive information resource that is the Ron. Oh yeah.
He sounds all
things first,
disappointed
take
that
this
he's not
folder.
getting paid.
That's all the info the Ron could dig up on the Vigor tester. Now, according to the Ron's records, last known location of the tester was Vault 81. But dig this, that vault's still active, still has residents inside.
Oh, and I
Common
still have
courtesy
my vault
says
suit on,
you
by
heard
the way.
first.
I just
If you can
haven't
get
found,
inside,
saw
ask someone
anything
in
I
charge
wanted
about the
to
tester. If it's
change
still
her
there,
into.
chances are they'd know. On a side note, if you're looking for able settlers, I got a few leads you might be interested in. Here, this info's on the house.
Thank you. I'm sure that will come in handy.
Ask, and you shall receive. Oh yeah! Since it appears Jake is busy, I suggest pursuing the Vigor tester yourself. If you don't know where Vault 81 is, it's near the old Chestnut Hillock Reservoir. Just look for all the water. You can't miss it.
Thanks for your help.
You are more than welcome. And remember, if you got information to buy or information to sell, then you come see the coolest cat in the Commonwealth, the Ron!
Okay, now I don't remember if I went straight to the vault or I went and got the people, which I think I went and got the families, but I'm not sure. It's been, I played this the other day. Right now, in my game right now, the gunners are just they're out to get us. So I've been fighting off gunners for for quite a few hours in my game.
You got a real do-gooder streak.
Yeah, we still have Nick.
I'm not
In
so
fact,
sure.
I should be all the way up with him, but I'm not sure. We still have a lot of his story to go. We have Gage around here somewhere. We have Logan, Dog Meat, my wolf, and my Night Striker right
Part of
there.
what draws me to
That's
print
Boris.
Is that it lasts forever. A byline isn't just a name. It's proof you exist.
And now these guys, I
Hi.
think they're in Sim
I don't
Settlements
take
too. I'm not
requests.
sure. I have quite a
It's like
few
letting someone else
mods
pick your
going.
damn clothes.
And that's another reason why Sim Settlements 2
bad
is
that I
crashing,
laugh
because
my own
I have
jokes,
other
or bad that I feel
other
bad
mods.
about it? Oh, I wish I didn't think about it at all.
Okay. And I think we deal with those guys later.
Nick,
Do something for you?
I wanted to ask you about something else.
I'm listening.
Was wondering if there was anything you needed help with.
Let me pull out my files. Here we are. Sounds like we may have another case on our hands.
See, I had to go to Far Harbor in the Vault 4, the 4 mod. So, you know, I have him. I still have him. And we still need to do Far Harbor. Heck, we need to do Nuka-Cola for that matter. I cheated Gage in, and he's
What are you thinking
on his own mod I made up to make him look different. My mister's a redhead, so I put him as a redhead, and couldn't find a decent beard, so he's got a goatee. And you see my map, it's almost bare. I don't have hardly anything on there. I'm still pretty low level. I think right now, I think I'm only like 32 or something. That's still pretty low level. Maybe I'm higher than that, I'm not sure. I don't pay much mind until I get to level 50-ish, and then that's when I usually go to Nuka-Cola, or Nuka World, is when I still have this gun too. So, this is before I got pregnant for the first time. My character, not me, God, not me. Because I switched over to the problem solver.
Sweet. And I'll
This
just
one's
take
this one is from the vault, from the get-go. You know, I just
You want to try for
cheated
round two?
open the
Let's
thing
go.
and took it. And it's good for your first gun, but you got to be right up there
I'm not leaving you.
to make it work, you know. I hit the wrong button all the time. I'm using my Xbox controller, and when I go to jump,
Want some more?
I always seem to hit
You're dead.
the wrong
My
button. So, because I try to jump away from these guys,
Oh my
so they won't, you know.
You all right?
They'll pick you up. The Death Claws anyway. They pick you up. They shake you. They throw you on the ground. It's a little funny, but not all that much funny, you know. And I'm not even supposed to be fighting these guys. And my crew is doing most of the harm to them.
Get
So
lost.
if it looks like I'm doing it, no, I'm not. It's mostly my guys, my team. And that's part of Sim Settlements coming up. And we do hear
Get him.
what sounds like a death claw somewhere. But I don't fight them if I don't have
My
to.
pleasure.
And I hate their cry when you kill them. I don't care if they're attacking me or not. I hate their cry. Oh, looking for my dog because, again, I hate to hear them crying.
Glad to help.
And this is what Nick's quest. Because we have quests from Gage around here too. It's go kill some shit. See, if it didn't have the red on it, I wouldn't have killed it. Because I like the wildlife. Even though they're mutated and everything. I like seeing
Is
them.
that the best you can do?
And I'm trying to emphasize the Sim Settlements too in this video. However, in Fallout 4, everything kind of goes together, you know. You got quests from this mod and that mod and the vanilla and the, you know, and it's all mixed up together. So, what do, you know?
Yes. Well, looks like we have a hero here.
One thing I like about
How
this
do you
gun
feel
is
now,
it
huh?
freezes them,
This is
right?
supposed
So
to
they're frozen. And so they get frozen in place. And then usually, not all the time, of course, you just saw that, but usually my dogs will attack them. And they're like a popsicle. So they're really easy, you know, after that they kill them, you know.
Sweet.
My controller also gives me a lot of problems. So I got an Xbox controller and it gives me some problems. So I think it's the batteries. We just bought a new battery pack because we're thinking that the batteries were getting used too much. And so we just went and got another one.
Yes.
But that won't reflect this gameplay. This was like last week or something.
I don't know what. And
Taking
just
off
take
the head is
nice.
the best way to kill them, I think. And I try to do it. Take off their head, you know. But, see, and I hit the wrong button again. And you'll hear Gage says
You wanna try for round two?
he'll
Let's
say
go.
that's why you shoot them in the face,
Sweet.
you know, to take off their head. Is what I'm assuming. And I'm a loot goblin. I take loot. I have a lot of pounds on me because I have unlimited weight. And it's part of my bat file that I start the game in. I do a lot of building, and you cannot have weight when you're building, of course.
You're
you
kidding,
know.
right?
It doesn't make sense.
Lights out, pal.
But anyway, I'm just so used to using my start bat file. It's just unreal.
Sweet. Excellent.
And it already said to talk to Nick, so we're pretty much done with what Nick has us doing, but there's another reason why there's more enemies here, and you may or may not find out.
Lucky to be alive. Pretty much. Yes. Yes.
It's nice to do the video I just got done playing. However, some days I play for a long time. Other days, you know, I don't even get on the game. It just depends how I feel and what I got to do, you know, for the day. And lately I've been playing this quite a bit because I want to.
That's yours.
I like to have them where they're in front or in back of each other,
fine.
because that way I can
Thanks
shoot
for
them both at once.
Let's get out of here. Sweet. Nice.
And I think I still need to talk to Nick, but they're still, you got to clear this place. Oh, I've been noticing in my game too that
Oh,
I go to
great.
a place
Like I
that
don't
I've
have
already
enough
cleared,
problems.
and it doesn't register that it's cleared. So the guys are dead and looted and everything, and sometimes it gives me they respawn the loot,
This is
so I loot them twice,
Time
but
to
they're already
die.
dead, so they're just laying there, and it's kind of comical because you just walk up and shoot them again, you know. Okay,
Nice.
now,
take him out.
yeah, I'm not even bothering. My dogs are first. If you notice when I fight, my main goal is fighting, of course, but my guys do a lot of that, and then I just go around and give everybody stim packs, you know, make sure everybody's, you know, up and doing their job, you know. And I'm not sure if this is the one
Let's
where
get
I
the
go
show
get
on
my
the
other
road.
gun or not. I'm not sure.
Right. Excellent.
Yeah, see, Gage likes that. Oh, another one I have right now, because I'm getting an army together to fight the gunners. But anyway, I have Kate with me now. So, I'm going to change her looks. Uh, I have a mod on there, and she looks like a raider, and I'm not liking her looks. Plus, I'm always thinking she's a raider, so I turned my gun on her quite a bit actually. So I think I'll do that on camera, and then it's really basic. It's just going into the mod that has changed the looks, and I just take Kate off there. I took Gage off, I took Mickey off, I took the captain off. I think that's it. And then I want to take Kate off. I'm just not loving her look, you know. And that will be a future video. I don't know how long I'll be doing this tonight. I kind of made it a goal to do these every 2 days, but there's no way I was going to get a video done and posted
Done and done.
by the time I got done, because I slept too long.
I'll think about
so-
it. Let's move out.
And I'm not going to ruin my sleep for a video. It's just not that important to me. My sleep is number one. So this is going to be a day off. So I don't think it
Man.
matters.
I'll just take this. Sweet. Nice.
And I did read the comment I got on the on that family mod, and so I'm going to be paying attention to the NPCs because me and the person we're not sure if everything's working in the new update, in the next gen update that we're playing, and it may not be. You know, it may need to be updated. And
What have we here?
I don't know if the people are going to update it, you know, the mod authors. You know, mod authors do this free in their free time, you know, so it's not like a job or anything. And they give their mods away, you know, so it's not, I wouldn't think it's high on their priority list, you know, to update the mod. And some of them don't even play Fallout 4 no more, you know, so
Sweet.
I just like the game, so I play a lot of Fallout 4. And then I try out new mods or change mods or, you know, do my own mods or whatever. It's very replayable, I think, for what I like.
Come on, fight! For me?
Uh-oh. This can't be good. Want some more? Excellent.
That's how you do it.
I do have mods on that. I have an AI mod that randomizes the fights. I have, you know, they add NPCs and such to the game.
What just happened?
I have a lot of stuff. I have them on the website if you want to see all the mods. And then I have to update the mods all the time because I'm always messing, which is not what you're supposed to do. So that's another reason why I have crashes, because
I'll just take this.
I'm always playing with stuff. And I should be happy and just leave it alone, but I'm not the type. Okay, see, this is where Vault 88 is. But I didn't want to say anything, just in case you didn't know that. So, we'll go through this. Whoop, we crashed. Okay, wait a second. Okay, we're back. I put crash on here. Vault 88 on my game has been a problem child.
This is just what I need right now. Yes. Goodbye. What say you and me go another round? Want some more?
I am editing this as I'm going back through my video, so I'll tell you when I'm stopping or whatnot. And I did cut that instead of fast forwarding it. I've been doing a lot of fast forwards, and I just cut that out. Yeah, I like it when he says that because they do most of the fighting, right? I'm just a supervisor.
Any words of wisdom?
Anything you ever need, I'm here for you.
Hey.
What's the plan?
Hey, Valentine.
Oh, I think I
Anything I
didn't
can
even
help
tell him that we
Show me what
finished
you got.
his
Something I can
quest
do?
yet.
I hardly broke a sweat kicking their asses.
Well, at least the case is closed. At some point, we should probably stop by my office. Let Ellie know I'm okay.
Sweet.
I believe he is on that mod I told you about that changes of appearance.
Hey.
What's it called? NPC Concord. I could look. Okay, no, I can't. Oh yeah, here it is. I changed to Windows 11, so I'm not used to some of the changes they did from Windows 10 Pro, and yeah. Okay, so let's NPC something. NP.
What? You have a pit Wait. Are you Vault-Tec?
No.
Have you finally come to save me?
So handsome.
I'm trapped behind a mountain of rubble. The key to freeing me is workshop
Means a lot to
operational.
me.
First, lift the security lockdown and get to the reactor room.
Well, I don't remember what that mod is called that changed their looks.
It's been hard to maintain the
I
faith.
thought I had Concord
So
in
many
the name.
years stranded here. But you can assure Dr. Braun, if he's even still around, that I have used the time productively. The great work is ready to begin.
Oh well.
You're not leaving here in one piece. They're going down. Sweet.
Those things sound mean everything, but they're really easy to kill. And they usually don't carry too much in them.
I'll keep that in mind.
And I did make a video of how I fixed some of these problems in here.
Sorry.
This is Mutant Menagerie, and another one that adds ghouls and such, mods, and that is why I was crashing, because there was so much going on that the game couldn't handle everything, because I am playing some settlements as well, and there was so much stuff going on that that the game just couldn't handle it. So what I had to do to make my game stable enough to play is I just used the kill all command, and then it didn't. Then I could proceed with the quest. However, we're not doing this quest, yeah, because I mean this is vanilla. It goes off in a totally different direction than what I'm doing for Sim Settlements. So we'll get done here. The next crash, because I think the next crash is coming up real shortly. Yeah, a little sad, isn't it? But I think if you play Fallout 4 with mods, you get used to the crashes. I get angry sometimes, but not much anymore because I just expect it.
Tech workshops require their control board to function. During emergency,
Thanks for
the
your help.
procedure is to store it in the reactor room. Look in there and you should find it.
See, and there's that breathing of that added ghoul, and it sounds really funky, especially if you have darker nights on like I do, and you're outside, and it's pitch black, and you're hearing that noise. It has the creep factor.
How are you doing?
Anyone ever tell you your action's great in that vault suit?
Yeah, plenty of times.
We're a couple in this game, so
This is easy. Time to die.
and of course I have his
Get lost.
perks and everything. So if you've never heard him say that kind of stuff, that's why it's in the vanilla. Gage has a
Yes.
lot of
Come to
talking
mama.
parts, a lot of dialogue. And you can see that if you go into,
It won't be a problem.
Creation Kit or Fallout 4 Edit, you can see that or in the Fallout 4 files themselves, he has a lot of dialogue. And that's one of the reasons I chose him to be around, because I like the NPCs just
Mine
talking,
now.
just some kind of noise, so it's not so freaking quiet. I'm just playing with it. Because I think when I do a video on this, I think I'll cut some of this out, because I've done this and we're waiting for the workshop. It doesn't jump right on in my game. It takes a little bit, and I'll take a look at it someday and figure out why. But anywho, I did this 3 times, 4 times in this same playthrough. I had to keep doing it over and over again because I kept crashing. Oh, and then people stopped talking because of this vault. Just one issue after another, I swear to God. And my next crash, I'm going to just get on with some settlements too, because that's what I'm trying not to get. That's what I'm trying to do is some settlements too. And in this game, it's so easy to get on other things. And then you get so far off your main goal, you know.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
And again, it could be my gun itself
Want
that's
some more?
causing this, because I cheated the gun. I didn't necessarily cheat the gun, but I did open it up when I wasn't even what I was level 1 or something.
Yes.
And this vault is huge. Oh my God, it's so big. And then another mod I have on here that causes problems with some settlements for one, and maybe even some others is extended settlement. I do a lot of building,
This really isn't any
and
of my
that
business.
one is a known
Follow
problem.
me.
But I like the mod, so it stays. See, she won't talk to me or nothing.
This
so
really isn't any of my business.
I'm going to stop it
Please.
and then cut all this out and get back onto Sim Settlements 2. Okay, we're back onto Sim Settlements 2. It took me, I went through like 2, 4, 6, 8
there.
videos
Thanks again for
because
your help,
I
partner.
got
The
onto
good Lord will shine upon you all
building
the
and
days of your
everything.
life.
We're going to go to the Powell family, which is Sim Settlements 2.
You
I went
interested in
ahead and got
traveling together?
Eli.
You know, since you stuck your neck out
I
for a
like to
fellow
do
in
it
need,
myself.
why not return the favor? Lead the way, partner.
I like his voice. I like his voice. He is a evangelist. He's not really a preacher, but he's from the old time religion mod, and I like him myself. He can get preachy, but you know. That's okay. He's a good fighter. He's hand to hand combat more than, but he'll grab guns and such, and he'll use them. I think I even tried sending him home before, and he wouldn't go, but I didn't care. So we're off to find the Powell family because they asked Ron for help in finding a new settlement. And that's how we got this quest.
Hold it right there, stranger. Excuse the pointed gun routine, but I'm not expecting a caravan today. So, why don't you tell me what you're doing here?
I'm here to help you.
Oh, help! I see. Is this the part where you helpfully donate some bullets? Maybe relieve me of the burden of wealth, as if I didn't have enough. Wait, you actually.
I like this
sound-
character myself.
You
I
mean
like
that?
Alex.
Well, I'll be.
His voice acting is real
Did
good.
Ron
And
actually send you?
he has a good personality, I think.
Me?
In
No,
fact,
I'm from the moon. Still
He
got
got
cheese on
killed.
my shoes.
Oh, great. Another
He got
alien.
killed in
Well,
one of the
at least
fights,
you're
and
real, have a sense
I
of
brought
humor,
him
and
back
apparently
because
here
I
to
like him so much. I resurrected
I
him.
have to admit, I'm a bit embarrassed about the gun now. I'll just, put that away now. Whoop. Well, let's get inside before it gets more awkward.
It's him, his
I'll
wife,
much
and
better
his
at making
daughter.
guests feel welcome after I pointed a gun at them.
But you can understand why he did it, you know. I mean, come on.
Hey there.
Hey, stranger.
Surrounded by the ocean. This time, the bad guys are on a cruise ship. Plus, the mistress came up with the plan, and she told Man-to-Man exactly what he needed to do.
Super secret submarines, a cruise ship, and the mistress of mysteries. Now I know why you like this one so much.
I'm not
There are
too
the two
fond of
lovely
his
ladies
wife,
of our
but
humble manor. Jules, Katie,
you know,
good news
she
for a
has her
change.
good qualities,
Looks like we
I
have a place
guess.
to relocate after all.
Oh, thank God. I mean, welcome to our home. Make yourself comfortable. Can I offer you something to drink? Not sure if
The
you'll like what's
voice
on offer,
acting
though.
is really
I've
good.
got fermented brain fungus beer or
And
glowing
this is
mushroom
Sim Settlements
tea with
too.
an extra kick to it. Though, I guess it's kind of an acquired taste. Are you even thirsty? I probably should have checked first.
See, and then you get a bunch of
Why don't you
quests.
just tell me about yourself?
I'll take that as a no.
I don't think I
Well,
ever
we
had
farm
this
fungus.
bug out on me,
We also eat
ever.
it. When a caravan passes by, we also sell it. It kept us afloat for a while, and now it isn't anymore, which is why we'd like to move. We wouldn't be able to grow anything here at all. if it weren't for our Brahmin
She's
nest.
a
But even
chem
Brahmin
dealer,
fertilizer will only
and
get you so far.
so that's probably why I have the opinion I do of hers, because I've played this a lot of times before, and then she's a drug dealer, you know, but oh well.
I'm good for now.
That's the only way
Thanks.
they,
Probably for the best.
she seems to be good
Still
at chemistry,
experimental.
you know.
Brain fungus is either chewy like rubber or hard as a brick. The sweet spot between those is tricky. I suppose I should keep the glowing mushrooms for Radaway. If we're moving out this soon, we'll need it for the trip.
All right, that concludes the introductions, the tour, and the formal welcome dinner. Short and sweet. Not much to look at, I know, but she's been home to us for a long time. I guess now that you're here, we'll be moving on soon. We started preparing weeks ago when we realized that the last crop wasn't gonna get us through the next season. Still a couple things left to pack, though. If you're feeling impatient, ask Jules. She'll know what still needs to be done. You need anything from me?
Tell me about yourself.
Was not expecting an interview, but I guess you can't just let anyone in, huh? Hope you don't keep people out on the account of being boring. My parents were farmers, and I was one of, well, let's say 7 children on the best day. When I ran off with the caravan, it was one of 3. When I came home to share the good news about marrying Jules, well, hard work sometimes just means being a bigger target for raiders. Long story short, we needed a new safe place to settle. Julia turned our Brahmin's fertilizer to gold and gave us a shot at building something here. I work as hard as my folks did, but I won't make their mistakes. I know when to call quits and move on, and that's why
It sounds like Gage's
story,
backstory.
You need anything else from me?
Oh, just looking around.
Take your time. I gotta say goodbye to the farm I've been married to almost as long as to my wife. The farm's always been my love, but Nessie's always been Julia's. Only real experiment she gets to do these days.
See, you can't take anything in here. It's all stealing, so,
Really used
you
to
know.
being a polite hostess.
Not
We,
all of it, but
we don't get a lot
you
of
gotta be
guests.
real careful. I would think they would turn on you. Maybe they have before, but I don't recall. I don't think
boring.
it's...
I don't
Hey,
know why Dad
got a
loves it
sec?
so much. What's up?
Hi.
I'm
We're
Katie.
supposed to talk to her.
Mom says we're going to come live in your settlement. I hope it's not in a cave. Dad says it's safer, but Mom kind of hates it. They both really want to leave soon, but another day won't hurt them, right?
Can you tell me about them?
They're Mom and Dad. You could probably ask them stuff yourself. And they'll actually tell you instead of saying, when you're older. Mom tells me stories sometimes, but I know she leaves the good bits out. Dad says my comic books are better stories than real ones, though.
I just think the
ready
acting
to
is
head out?
really good.
Mom's been packing for weeks now. Even my
There's a
comic
lot of
books.
reasons
I just took the
why
favorites out.
I play Sim
We just
Settlements.
need to load
I
up
just,
Nessie first.
there's just so many good things about it, even though it has its
Nice to
issues.
meet you.
But
You too. So, are we leaving right away? You sure you don't want to rest or something? Dad says there are two types of people, intruders and guests. And if you're in here, you're a guest. But Mom says guest is someone who eats our food, drinks our water, takes our supplies, and then tells the raiders where we are.
Hey.
Hello.
yeah, everything. Everything seems like stealing. I think I got collectibles down here, though. I'm not quite sure. See, even the junk is stealing. And I need that chalk, but again, it's stealing, so.
How are you doing?
How are you? Hi.
Oh shit, is that? No, it was nothing.
He always thinks he sees bottle caps.
Excuse me. We're all eager to get going. We've got most of our things packed up besides what had to wait until the last minute. But the biggest problem right now is that our Brahmin, Nessie, got out of her pen last night and wandered off. Any chance you could lend a hand and go search for her while we wrap up here? We should be
I'm
ready to go
thinking
once
now that I don't know if Nessie's in my game anymore,
All right,
in fact.
I'll do it.
Great. Brahmin are creatures of habit. She probably wandered to her favorite pastures by Sunshine Tidings. You could check there first. Maybe look around for a bit. I doubt she went far. And watch out for blood bugs. Season's coming in early with the rains.
God, I hate those
I
bugs.
sprayed Nessie with repellent 2 days ago, but it wears off eventually. It's why I'm so worried about her. I swear I had more mushrooms than that.
Okay, so now we're off to find the cow.
Katie, could you... Katie?
And like everything, this is just a maze,
Yes.
you know, you gotta
Yes.
find the freaking door. And of course, I should have saved before I walked out, but
Nessie isn't at Sunshine Tidings.
I can't see. Yeah, I can't see where she's at, right? There she is.
Do you know where she's gone?
Yeah, and it won't be in the pasture. Franklin the Martian took her. He's an alien, so he likes studying Earth things, like giddy-up buttercup toys, comic books, and Brahmin. I'm sure he didn't hurt her, so you'll just have to go and ask him to give her back, and he will.
It doesn't sound like he stole her. Sounds like the little girl,
Just tell me where
you
to
know,
go.
Okay.
let him have her for a little
I
bit.
wasn't sure if you'd believe me. I'd go and get her myself, but you heard my dad. Take this note, and he'll know I sent you. Franklin lives under the old ranger shack. Nessie is super safe with him, But Mom and Dad really want to leave soon, so we need her back. It's not far. I can show you where on your map. And you don't have to be scared of him. He's a very nice alien. And remember, no need to hurt him. He's nice.
He's nice to her. You got a cow out of being nice to her. Oh, I didn't put this, my preview screen in my other window. I've been doing that lately because I can see
Let's do this.
better than in the tiny window here, but
Nobody can stand in our way.
No problem.
now, because of Vault 88, some of my followers have either started talking like my wolf or started talking in a female voice. And I fixed it. Except the wolf. She still talks like a female settler. But I got Logan talking again. I got Nick talking like he should again. Yeah, it was just a weird bug. I also found a fix for the rapid gun fire, which isn't heard too much right now. That goes to another mod, and so I knew that, we didn't need to go down there. With some settlements too, you need lots of patches if you run other mods. It does help to have patches. And this is the Darker Nights mod, and that's why it's basically pitch black. And I don't see at nighttime very well anyway, in real life. So in the games, I noticed that the same applies. I don't see real well. But I still keep it on, and my mister keeps saying, well, why don't you just take it off? And it's like, no, because it gives a atmosphere that I shouldn't be out at nighttime. And it makes me remember that,
Sweet.
And I do shoot my guys, and I feel bad about it and everything, but especially if they jump in front of my gun, that's not my fault, so I don't take responsibility for it when it's, they jump in front of me. But when they don't jump in front of me and I still shoot them, then yeah, I feel kind of bad about that. I think dog meat's the worst when it comes to jumping in front of when I'm shooting. But I do it with everybody.
Nice.
And when the settlements are being attacked and you have to go help and stuff, I try not to shoot at all because I always shoot someone. And then they turn on you. And then, so,
Yes.
Yeah. And the breathing
Don't
is
worry
still
about it.
there's a ghoul somewhere. And when it's pitch black, it kind of, it just gives that, that eeriness. And I really don't like how my character talks to the followers. She's downright a bitch. And I would never talk to people like that in the real world. See, it doesn't say it's bad until you get up there. It's like,
Sorry.
yeah, that's what was making all that noise. Now, see, you can't do anything because other things have to happen before you find her. So I guess this could be considered an issue. I didn't really think of it that way when I was playing. And that's vanilla. And we don't know these people. And I think it's vanilla. I think this, the story about those guys are vanilla before everything went to crap, I think. It's been a while since I played vanilla, so yeah, it's been a long time. See, I can't see. So, I try to find a place to sit or a place to sleep or something until daylight. I try because I just...
Sweet.
And I have the storm mod on here. And you need darker nights for the storm mod. Storms and wildfires and... yeah, all kinds of things. So I kind of, I like it myself, so I keep it in my game. Ever since I found it anyway. I've been keeping it. And I like that dialogue that Eli says. He says, God may forgive you, but I sure don't. I just kind of laugh about that when he says that. Okay, and I couldn't tell what I just did. And that's why I try to bring it up into the other window. It's, oh, I showed what I see in one of my videos. It's just a little preview screen. It's like try to do something on those phones, you know. I just can't do much on those phones because they're just too tiny for me. Okay, so I did go down in here. This is another mod, I thought. But now that I'm looking around, maybe it does belong to Sims Elements too. And another thing about having followers is they get in your way a lot, you know. So yeah, maybe this is to Sims Elements too, but another quest. If you heard that, that is my son playing a game. And yeah, the dog even comes back here with us when he's doing that, because
actually,
he doesn't like the yelling and screaming. We don't do much of that around here. He does it to his game, you know. So we live in a small town, so who knows what the neighbors are thinking when they hear him cursing and swearing at not even 2 o'clock in the morning, you know. They probably think, oh my God, he's such a big guy, but he's not. He's just playing a game. At one time, I used to tell him to knock it off and everything, and then I started playing these games, and then I understood why he curses and swears and stuff.
Your thoughts? How are you? I'm fine.
Yeah, that's Shay talking like a female settler. I just think it's kind of funny, you know. Something got messed up in Bold 88 with her. Because
Always
before
gotta
they
keep
have
your eyes open for movement.
the animal skin, you know, their person, right? And then you got to put the animal skin on them. And I'm assuming that got messed up somewhere along the line. I don't know. But she still talks to me to this day. Um, she still talks, and she asks how I'm doing and everything. This is Sim Settlement.
Okay, boy?
That's so. This is Sim Settlements because it gave me that building plans for this. Okay, and what I'm doing is I'm recalling something that I found in here in the past, and so that's why I'm looking around like I am, because I don't recall how
What are
I
you
did
thinking
it
about?
or whatnot, but I just know I found something here, so
It doesn't matter.
I'm looking around, wasting time. My memory isn't the best, you know, so I'm like, I swear there's something in here, but you have to have the quest activated. So I think I deactivated it there a while back, but I'm not sure. Find the shipping something. Oh, for the cow probably, right? Which we already found her, but it didn't there was nothing on there to activate it. So we know where she's at, kinda. We know. I always hard save, so I never quick save. It's a waste of my time when something goes wrong. Quick saves don't do anything. Okay, another Sim Settlements. Yeah, there's a cheat that is in Sim Settlements that you can just cheat those all in so you don't get them as you go. But I figure why just do it that way. And there's another one. We're supposed to see what it looks like, but it's not coming up. Okay, there's where we're supposed to be. And we already were here
There's a
once,
good
right?
dog.
But we needed to, I think we needed to find that note before it activated.
In your ignorance, you have invaded the sovereign territory of Mars. I am bound by honor to give you one warning before I take you to the Galactic Court by force. If you resist, I will be forced to use lethal force.
Dude.
Easy. I just want to talk.
Ah, invoking the interstellar right of ambassadorship. Very well. You may make your case for your presence. Be warned. Transgressing against the sacred ceasefire will trigger the electro-neuromagnetic traps that will boil the brain of any human in the room.
Yeah. The dog
What's going
is
on here?
nervous
Don't
because
try
the
to
sun.
comprehend it, human. You will only hurt the pathetic pink thing inside your undersized cranium.
I have something for you.
What's this? You have an offering for me? Usually humans bring me items for study, not scribblings. Wait. Katie? She's leaving? But I mean, I see the chief
It
ambassador.
sounds like she's his only friend, you know, his little girl, because she's more open.
Now, I guess. It works better on children and Kent-out raiders anyway. So, Katie couldn't come
I mean,
out
you
here
kind of feel
herself,
sorry for the dude, you know.
and that's why she sent you, Vanessa.
That's right.
The smelly thing is all yours. Good thing you came. I don't know how much longer I could stand around smelling of fertilizer. And, sorry for the act.
I like how they say fertilizer instead of, you know, like dung or shit, you know.
Doesn't like me very much after some of the experiments Katie thought would be fun to play at. But she should follow you back to the farm without a fuss. I'll miss Katie. Take care of her and her family, will ya?
Do you
Yeah,
want to
so
set up
you
a
can
permanent
have
shop?
him.
I know the perfect
If you
place.
don't kill him, you can send him to one of your settlements.
But a permanent place sounds amazing. Yeah, I can see it now. Franklin's Fine Martian Wares. Or Franklin's Emporium of Galactic... No, too long. You've got yourself a deal, human.
See, so he's gonna go to. Okay, and the cows already were. Well, the cow will be going home, and at the moment, I was like, well, you know, they're not going anywhere, but they are. Sometimes Sim Settlements 2 takes some time to kick in. To my understanding, it's script heavy, lots of scripts, and so yeah, it just takes a few minutes for it to kick in. We're making our way back to the cave, and you know, I just can't see, you know, so. Yeah, if I didn't have that map on, there'd be no way I could play this.
Hi, how are you? I'm fine.
Yeah, I think that was Shay asking, the dog, the wolf, asking how I was doing. I just don't see there's a big problem with her talking. She's not supposed to, but oh well, you know. If it bothered me too bad, I guess I could fix it, but she's still talking in my game, so I don't care.
Franklin!
Okay, see, he comes here, and their cow, and
You're Franklin? From Mars? I guess I can see it with the suit and the eyes and the gun.
Yeah, it's not really true. I'm a ghoul and not an alien, as you can see. I'm sorry for lying, Katie.
It's all right.
oh, she knew.
Hey
I'm
there.
not dumb, you know. I've
hello?
seen nice schools
Yeah.
before, but it was so much fun to play, wasn't it?
You're a smart kid.
Yeah, so she knew all along. She just liked to play, you know. There's nobody else no other children to play with.
This is all very nice, but what about our Nessie?
She's back in her pen, safe and sound. And
She always has to correct herself because it's it's not just hers.
Don't say that. Mom, Dad, I was the one that took Nessie out of her pen. I tried to go and get her back, but you wouldn't let me go.
And you should have told us that right away. What were you thinking? I was worried sick about her. Mr. Franklin, thank you for keeping Nessie
You
safe
see how
and bringing her
my dogs are moving
back.
them
How I feel
them
about
guys
you
around,
playing aliens with my daughter.
and that hurts the game sometimes too.
Hey, how's it going? I'm fine.
Maybe we could team up. Things that glow sell faster.
Glowing Brahmin milk? Improbable, but I doubt anyone's tried before.
She's obviously
Thank you.
the
I
business
never thought I'd say
person
this,
of
but
the
I'm
family.
glad she was abducted by an alien instead of wandering off by herself. And Franklin is interesting. I always knew Katie was too smart to get that carried away with make-believe, but I wasn't expecting this. He's definitely onto something with his branding, though. I've seen caravans cash out for less. I'll definitely talk more with him on the road. Speaking of, we're all packed up and ready. Are you all set?
Yep. We'll have them go to
I'm ready
the
to go.
settlement,
So
and
where are we heading?
then we'll call this good. It's over an hour long, and I don't see any stopping point yet. That doesn't mean it's not going to stop here soon. And that's another reason why I like Logan. He just talks randomly. He whistles. He, just
Hey.
all kinds of stuff.
I can't believe you convinced him to come with us. You're amazing, you know that? This'll be so much fun. Once I'm not grounded anymore anyway.
Yeah, we woke her up just for her to say that line. Okay.
True superheroes never ask for a reward, but they always deserve it. I went and grabbed all this stuff from my secret hiding spot for you. Here.
Yeah, she didn't have to. She's a child. She didn't have to give us anything. It came from Planet X. That's the quest we just did.
Sorry for the cold welcome, stranger. Jokes aside, you never know who's knocking.
I know our place doesn't look like much. Because it's not.
I don't think I ever come back here either. I don't know, maybe if I see it again, maybe I will, but there's nothing in here, I don't know if there's ever anything in here to take. Lots of mushrooms, I guess. Okay, Vim and Vigor is part of it, and that's where we go to the vault. Okay, Anton is the next guy we have to find from the Ron. If we do this on the same video, I may just keep it going. I'm not sure.
Hey. Hey.
We got trouble.
But
And that's why you start off by shooting them in the face.
yeah, which is good advice, because you can take off their head and then they're done, right? They're dead. I'm editing this as I'm putting commentary. So I'm gonna stop it and see, go ahead a little. Okay, and I just fast forwarded it, and Anton is a whole other hour or so. So it's just going to be another video. So I appreciate you coming by and watching. And the Powell family is at the one of the farms, and we'll see them later on in the playthrough, of course. Thank you again for coming by and watching. Bye.